This is 34 News Update with Amber Sizemore and Julie Hyman with the news, Karen Lucy with arts and entertainment, and Nick Bruno with sports. And now, from Studio B in Scotch Plains Fanwood High School, Amber Sizemore and Julie Hyman.
Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of 34 News. I'm Eileen Cole, filling in for Amber Sizemore.
And I'm Julie Hyman. 115 student volunteers spent the day with about 100 senior citizens Thursday and SJA's annual Senior Citizens Day. Our guests were treated to a chicken parm lunch, games like Name That Tune, and 11 scenes from Les Mis presented by the students. The event was very successful as all who participated enjoyed themselves. Now let's check out some footage from Senior Citizen Day.
Hi, this is Katie Devlin reporting for 34 News. I'm here with a senior citizen. What's your name?
Paul Montalbano.
And how did you like Senior Citizens Day?
Oh, I've been doing it for many years, and it seems to get better every time.
And what kind of activities did you do here?
Oh, we play with the music. I won a couple of prizes like I do every time.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. This has been Katie Devlin reporting for 34 News. Now back to the studio.
Students aged 18 by April 20th are eligible to vote in this year's school board election. The election will take place at the end of April, and registration will be during all lunch periods or in the board office, which is located behind Evergreen School. Make sure that your voice is heard in the 2004-2005 school year. Get out there to vote.
According to the Advisory Committee on Student Financial Assistance, the cost of college tuition prevents 48% of qualified high schoolers from attending a four-year college. Because of this, the Affordability in Higher Education Act was introduced to Congress. This bill would stop colleges from increasing tuition at higher rates than inflation, and if they don't, they could lose a portion of their federal funding. Although this sounds like it would work, the federal budget cut might actually hurt the students. It would decrease financial aid for students, since this is where federal money is placed. The idea of keeping college affordable is a good one, but some kinks still need to be worked out before Congress can actually vote on the bill.
On Tuesday, March 23rd, students and staffs were invited to celebrate World Language Month's Multi-Language Day. This was a unique way of reminding us of the many languages that are spoken by members of our student body. Many lessons were taught that gave a few functional expressions of the many languages spoken by our students. These included Hebrew, Russian, Hindi, Welsh, Portuguese, Arabic, Polish, Greek, Spanish, Yugoslavian, Italian, Flemish, Dutch, German, Korean, Chinese, and Turkish. Let's go on location to listen to some of the languages being spoken.
In Portuguese, we can also say como vai, to ask how are you, e tudo bem. Também it's also how are you. Como você se chama é what's your name? And you would answer me chamo e o seu nome and your name.
Hi, my name is Maytal Rosenberg, and I'm here to teach you Hebrew. Shalom Mashlomchem means hello, how are you? And Litrot means goodbye.
This is a verb, and this is to need, to require. Like if you say, ich muss meine Hausaufgaben machen, means I gotta do my homework tonight. That's müssen, but if you put an umlaut, it's müssen. So müssen. It's just kind of like a little e you add onto the thing. It changes. We'll talk about like teenage life in Germany. I guess the most obvious thing is in Germany it's a lot more strict in terms of schooling. There's 13 grades in Germany, not 12. At the end of the 13th grade in Germany, they consider it to kind of be a privilege to go to college, not a right. So you have to take a really hard test. The SATs doesn't even really compare to it. And then if you score well enough, you go to college, because in Germany, college is free. It's all state. It's all like a federal thing. So
Now let's go to Karen Lucy for arts and entertainment.
Thanks, Eileen. The first 4 showings of Repertory Theater's production of Les Miserables went very well last week, earning the cast a standing ovation each night. This is the first year they have done 6 performances, and they look forward to their final shows on Friday, March 26th and Saturday, March 27th. Although tickets are no longer available by phone, some single seats are still available at the door. Now let's go on location to Danielle Pachuca, who caught up with Abe Hyatt to find out more.
This is Danielle Pachuca reporting for 34 News, and I'm here on location with Abe Hyatt, member of Rep Theater. So Abe, how does it feel to have the lead role in the play this year?
It's pretty interesting. I've never really had a lead role before, per se, so it's a nice new experience, and I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Okay, and who's your character?
I play Jean Valjean. He's an escaped convict, basically.
Okay, and March 18th was opening night. How did that go?
It went great. We had a lot of people in the audience, and they got really into it, and they were giving us standing ovations, and I think they generally liked it a lot.
Well, that sounds great. And as far as tickets went, did they sell out?
Oh, a lot of the tickets did sell out. It's never really happened before. Most of the tickets in past years have been bought at the door, whereas this year students are calling up, people are calling up, and we've had shows that are nearly sold out already.
Triumph, the insult comic dog, a puppet who was a regular on Late Night with Conan O'Brien, made international news after making a controversial comment while on tour in Quebec. He reportedly told French-speaking residents that they should learn English since they live in North America. This agitated residents who take pride in their French heritage. In 1995, they attempted to separate themselves from Canada to protect their French culture, but decided to instate strict laws to preserve them instead. Prom season is finally here. The junior prom will take place on April 16th at the Westwood. Its theme is Lights, Camera, Action, a night on the red carpet. Tickets are on sale for $50 each in room 133, Miss LaGrasse's room, but they're only on sale through April 1st, so pick up yours today. For more on the junior prom, let's go on location.
This is Zach Von Langen reporting for 34 News, and I'm on location with the secretary of the junior class, Nicole D'Annunzio. So Nicole, I heard you're in charge of the prom this year. When is it and where is it?
The prom is April 16th at the Westwood in Garwood.
And what's this year's theme?
The theme is Lights, Camera, Action, a night on the red carpet.
And how's everything going so far?
Everything is looking good. We're closing all the deals and making everything final because the prom is 2 weeks away. Just ticket sales are on until April 1st, so everyone come out and buy a ticket.
All right, sounds good. Now back to the studio.
In music news, the top 5 songs this week are This Love by Maroon 5, Yeah by Usher, I'm Still in Love with You by Sean Paul, Come Clean by Hilary Duff, and I Miss You by Blink-182. Now let's go to Eric with your Critics Corner.
Hi, this is Eric Barnett, and this is this week's Critics Corner. This week I reviewed Dawn of the Dead, which was a really anticipated movie by myself after seeing like Resident Evil or any survival horror movies. Pretty much it wasn't really a scary movie, but it had a lot of pop-out scenes, which usually scare like your girlfriend if you go to a movie with her and she's all like, oh my god. But all in all, I really liked this movie, and it was just a movie to go see with a bunch of your friends. Anyway, I give this movie 2 thumbs up, and I suggest you see it. This is Eric Barnett, and I'll see you at the movies.
Now let's go to Nicole and Dan with your weekend preview.
Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of Weekend Preview. I'm Nicole D'Annunzio.
And I'm Dan Birnbaum. The spring season has not yet started, and everyone is practicing real hard. The boys' baseball team, girls' softball team, and boys' tennis teams are all looking out to have a great season with many returning seniors. So I hope everyone has a good season.
If you want to go and see a movie this weekend, you can see Garfield the Movie, Dawn of the Dead, Taking Lives, and The Passion of Christ. Or if you just want to stay home and rent a movie, you can rent 21 Grams, Gothica, Dr. Seuss's Cat in the Hat, Honey, and The Rundown. Also this weekend at the high school are the final 2 showings of Les Mis, so everyone go out and check it out. That wraps it up for this weekend preview. I'm Nicole D'Annunzio.
Dan Birnbaum.
Now back to the studio. Now let's go to Nick Bruno for sports.
Thanks, Julie. Last weekend, the wrestling team sent 4 wrestlers to Atlantic City to compete in the New Jersey State Championships. Eric Connolly placed in the top 16, Andrew Silber took 5th place, Stephen Mineo placed 4th, and senior Derek Francavilla wrapped up his career with a 2nd place state finish. And if this honor wasn't enough, Francavilla is also the only wrestler in school history to win 100 matches. Well, it's March, which means it's time for the NCAA basketball tournament. While few, if any, people care about college basketball the other 11 months out of the year, you can't walk into a room at this school without hearing talk of upsets, predictions, or competitive brackets run by students. Although school administrators try their hardest to keep students from enjoying this event by confiscating bracket sheets containing tournament predictions, teachers are free to participate in this activity. That's all for sports. Now let's go back to Eileen and Julie.
Now let's go to Ron Farrar for Car of the Week.
This is Ron Farrar, and this is Mr. Thomas's 1994 Impala Super Sport, this week's Car of the Week. It has tinted windows, a Flowmasters exhaust, chrome Corvette rims, a leather interior, and an automatic LT1 Corvette engine with 285 horsepower.
Now let's go to Eye in the Sky Ilyacheva for your weekend weather.
Hi, this is Eye in the Sky Ilyacheva reporting for 34 News, and I'm here to bring you your weekend weather. On Friday, it's going to be mostly cloudy with a high of 67 and a low of 51. On Saturday, there's going to be some AM showers, but then it's going to be a whopping 68 degrees and a low of 38. And on Sunday, it's going to be mostly sunny with a high of 55 and a low of 34. So have a great, safe, warm weekend. Now back to the studio.
Thanks for watching this week's edition of 34 News.
We'll see you next week.